Hi, I'm Lena Addison, and I'm here with...
Olivia Scanapico.
So, today I have a question for you. What foreign language do you want to take and why?
Next year, I would love to take Spanish. I would love to take Spanish because my mom owns a travel agency, and she sends people all over the globe.
That's really cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Gabby Morbillo.
So, today I have a question for you. What foreign language do you take and why?
I take Spanish because it's a unique language and a lot of people around the world speak it. So if I ever run into someone who speaks the same language, I would know what to say.
That's really cool. Thank you.
Emily Sang.
So, today I have a question for you. What foreign language do you take and why?
I take French, and I take French because I've been to Paris twice, and I really like just how they talk. And when I go there again, I want to be able to talk.
That's really cool. Thank you.
Elisa Minetti.
So, today I have a question for you. What language do you want to take next year?
I want to take Spanish.
And why do you want to take Spanish?
I think it will help me better in the future.
That's a really great way of looking at things. Thank you.
Brooke Rosenberg.
So, I have a question for you today. What foreign language do you want to take next year and why?
I would actually love to take Spanish. My entire life, I didn't really care what language it was, but I wanted to be bilingual or speak a lot of languages so that I could travel to places and know what they're saying. But mainly Spanish, one because my cousins are taking Spanish so they could help me study, but also because there's a lot of places that I've always wanted to go that happen to be in Spain. So, my favorite soccer team from Barcelona, and their club is in Spain. So I would want to go there and know what's happening, basically. So that's why I want to take Spanish.
That's an amazing reason why. Thank you.
Charlie Cateridge.
So, today I have a question for you. What foreign language do you want to take next year and why?
Italian, because my family originated from Sicily.
That's a really cool fact. Thank you.
Eva.
So, I have a question for you today. What foreign language are you taking and why?
I'm taking French because I was a huge Hamilton fan in 6th grade, and Marquis de Lafayette, he's a French character in it. And then I started looking at French a bit more, and I just learned to love the language.
Well, that's really cool. Thank you.
Aiden.
So, I have a question for you today. What foreign language do you take and why?
Italian because my mom's side is entirely Italian, so she could help me with it.
Okay, thank you.
Harrison.
So, I have a question for you today. What foreign language do you take and why?
I take French, and the reason why is because both my parents traveled to France, and they would say it was a really nice culture and language, so I was interested in taking it.
Okay, thank you.
Anna Femino.
So, today I have a question for you. What foreign language do you want to take next year and why?
I want to take Italian because a lot of my family speaks Italian, and I think it's a very interesting language.
Okay, thank you.
Professoressa Auletta.
So, today I have a question for you. Why did you choose to teach Italian?
I was a middle school student, just like you all are, and I went to middle school in Smithtown, and I started taking Italian because my mother's side of the family was Italian. And I loved it so much that by the spring of 7th grade, I knew that I was destined to teach Italian. So I took Italian in 7th and 8th grade and all through high school, and I started taking Spanish in 9th grade, and I started taking French in 10th grade. I went to college, studied Italian and Spanish, and here I am, back in my hometown, teaching Italian.
That sounds really cool. Thank you.
What is your name?
Matthew Stack.
And what language do you take?
I take German.
And what's your favorite part about the language?
I really like the culture. German's just a really rich place in culture.
It's a good answer. I
Your
agree
name?
with that.
My name is Mrs. Valentino.
What made you to decide to teach Spanish?
Well, in 7th grade, I took Spanish, like you guys do here at Nesquik, and I fell in love with it. It made a lot of sense to me, and I felt that it was an awfully fun way to communicate. And as I grew up, I saw so many uses in my community as I traveled. So it was just a lot of fun making connections with other people using Spanish.
Hello,
All right,
my
thank
name
you.
is Billy Otteson, and this is
Ryan Wetter.
Now Ryan Wetter takes German in Nesquik Middle School. Why do you take German?
Because I'm part German, and some of my family came from Germany. Wetter actually means weather in Germany. Our name before we came from Germany was von Wette, which meant that we owned land and stuff.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Hello, my name is Billy, and this is
Frau Specht.
Now Frau Specht takes and teaches German in Nesquik Middle School. Why do you like German?
I like German because my father is from Germany, and I chose it in middle school, and I kind of really enjoyed all the culture and the stories that came out of Germany and to travel over there. So I continued with it, and I love to teach it.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
Your name?
Thank you.
My name is Christina O'Malley.
And what made you decide to teach French?
Well, I studied French in middle school, high school, and college. I just loved the sound of the language. I thought it was so beautiful. And when I went to college, I was a business major and a French major, and I decided to study abroad in France. And I traveled all over Europe, and I was lucky enough to have a job in New York City for a French bank. And I was going to go into more international business. But I decided that what I really love is working with students, and I love French. So I went back to school to become a French teacher because I felt like I had the best of both. I feel like I have the best job in the world. I'm so lucky. And for some reason, people think French is harder than Spanish or Italian, but what they don't realize a lot of the time is they're both Latin-based languages. They have the same roots. And if you ask any of my students, I think they'll tell you that it's pretty darn easy. But that's why I decided to take French, because I just think mainly it's so beautiful.
All right, thank you.